Welcome to the Horse Lords. Now, it's been a little while since I've done one of these, but today what we're looking at is my new Scythian bow. Now, one thing I've really needed to finish off this impression is a decent bow. I have a couple of bows, none of them are really suitable at all, and for quite a few years now I've been looking for an affordable and a tough bow that looks like a Scythian bow. I mean, I would really love a complete horn, sinew made bow. There are a few makers out there making them. I did think about buying one. The issue I have is that I'm not sure how I'll go looking after it. This is going to spend his entire life bouncing around in agorites off the back of a horse, and I know the originals did that, but I just needed something. As a starter bow, I wanted something a bit tougher. I didn't mind fiberglass as long as it was hidden. So what I've done is, after hunting around for quite a while, I found some bow makers in Indonesia. Now, I never even thought of looking in Indonesia to have a bow made, but I spotted a few and started asking about, and they do very nice work. The maker I settled on is AJ Archery, and he makes a hybrid bow. And I went for a hybrid because I wanted to try a horn bow, or a hybrid horn fiberglass bow, to see what it was like. Now, unlike some other makers, Super AJ Archery actually uses full horn, so it's not ground up and glued back together horn. It's not it's like some makers use. This is actual horn. So it's a horn belly with the fiberglass back, and this is the bow in question. So it's absolutely beautiful. I could not be more happy with it. It is, here you can see, and I'll get a close-up of this to show you. And the horn is beautiful, fiberglass back, and it's covered in this artificial birch bark, which is what I requested. He custom makes these to what you want. So this is the artificial birch bark, and honestly, I can't really tell the difference between this artificial birch bark and the real deal. It's not until you get very close that you can see some of the strips in it. It even feels like real birch bark. It's absolutely beautiful. The knocks, and again I'll get a close-up of this, the knocks are beautiful, the knocking points for the string, absolutely beautiful. So a few specs on the bow before I get into how I went about ordering and costs and everything. The bow is unstrung from here to here, is 102 centimeters. When it's strung, it's 111 centimeters. So it's quite a short bow, which again is what I wanted. I've got a Hun bow for my Roman impression, and it is huge. It's asymmetrical, but it's still huge. I really wanted a small bow. So it's quite small when it's strung, and fantastic. It weighs 500 grams, so it's incredibly light. It's weighs nothing, which again is something I wanted. Cost. Delivered to Australia, this was $420 US. So I think with the conversion I paid, I want to say $660, $70, which is amazing for a custom-made horn hybrid bow. Absolutely incredible price. I'm more than happy to pay that. AJ Archery, fantastic to deal with. I contacted him. We decided on what I wanted. He sends you through a little form that you fill in and you send back to him, then you have a chat about it. His English is perfect. You don't have to worry about dealing with somebody overseas. I wasn't real sure how I'd go, but his English is perfect. So dealing with AJ Archery, don't worry about that one bit. It was 50% deposit and 50% upon completion, and actually this arrived before I'd even paid the other 50%. So he sent it and it was here. It arrived the day I was going to pay the rest of the money, and it was already here. So that's amazing. It took 6 months. I ordered it August 8th and it arrived it arrived on January 10th. So almost exactly 6 months. He did say to be 2 to 3 months when I first placed the order, but you're dealing with somebody who custom makes bows. These are custom made. So he had some issues again with flooding over there and he moved house, which is perfectly fine. Now I did chase him up a few times because when I'm dealing with somebody I've never dealt with before, I tend to get a bit nervous. I have lost money on been ripped off before. AJ was fine, perfectly fine. This is how he does it. He gets all the information, you leave him alone, he makes you the bow, and it arrives. This is, again, it's so beautiful. Now when it came, I would have preferred it came in a box. I'll show you a photo of how it arrived wrapped. But again, it arrived undamaged, perfectly fine. It was well and truly wrapped in bubble wrap. And when it came, it arrived comes with this bag, which you can also use apparently as a belt quiver. Somewhere there you can put your arrows. And it came with 2 bowstrings. So that's fantastic. I was hoping it would come with 2 bowstrings, and that's fantastic. I believe it has a 6-month warranty. He did say, look, any issues, just let him know. So again, I can't recommend him enough. I have actually already strung this and used it, and it's gorgeous. I'll put some arrows through it very shortly. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. So the arrows I'll be using today, this is actually a Scythian type arrow. This was made for me by Wayne Robinson. I have 2 of them at the moment. So this has the bronze tribulate head, the hardwood foreshaft, and then the reed, or in this case bamboo, shaft, feathers, etc, etc. I won't be shooting these today. What I found with these is no matter how you glue them, and Wayne used proper resin as should be to glue the head on, the heads come off in the target. I've used modern super glues and the heads still come off in the target. I would say that's a design feature. You shoot something, it leaves the head in the wound. So I won't be using these because I've only got 2 and they're very pretty. What I will be using are some modern carbon fibre arrows. These are the AJ Bow arrows that we had made for us. So I've got 2 types here. The black and yellow feathered one I'll be shooting. These are 29.5 inches long. They're, I believe, and I'm not a great archer, I'm not really up on arrow spines and so forth and weights, but according to my calculations, this one is 447 grains, and the spine, which is on here, it's a 300 spine. Sorry, this is a 400 spine. So I'll be shooting these, and the other arrow I'll be using, again, same AJ Bow, had them made for us. This one, the overall length is 33.5 inches. This one weighs 555 grains, and this is the 300 spine. So we'll have a go with both of those, see how they go. Okay, so I'm going to string it. Thank you to Michael Murphy for a little bit of advice on what to do with these horn bows as regards warming them up, etc. And I think I watched Armin Hirmer's video as well. So I don't know if I need to, but I'll do it anyway because it's a beautiful bow. So I'll just warm it up a little bit first. I don't know if I mentioned the weight earlier, but this is 54 pounds at 28 inches. So I've got the string. Now it came with 2 strings. There is a top and a bottom to these. The knocking points on this are absolutely beautiful. On this, everything about it. Okay. I'm going to be very careful when I string this. Now I'm sure it's much tougher than I'm giving it. I'm going to take it very easy. Make sure that it's warmed up and everything is straight. So there it is strung. It's a beautiful shape. The Scythian bow is such a beautiful, beautiful shape. It's so stiff. I mean, yeah, that is so stiff. And it is, yep, fine. Okay, so we'll just warm it up a little bit, then we'll take it out and shoot it. Okay, so we'll take it out and we'll shoot it. I'll let you know how it shoots. We'll have a look at the string as well. Thank you to Mihai Cosme, I probably mispronounced your name, I'm so sorry, for his advice on what to do with the string. Because I'm using the Slavic draw, which is the fingers below, index finger down the arrow. On Mihai's advice, I've thickened the string up here because I don't want to use a glove or anything like that. I just want to have a bare hand. So I'm not thumb drawing anymore. I'm using, I find the Slavic draw, the Sassanid draw, so much better. So I've actually thickened the string up here. I did have to add a little bit of whipping to where the arrow nock sits, just to thicken it up a little to suit my nocks. So let's go and have a play with it. So I'm going to put some arrows through it, and the fantastic thing is that it fits my Gorotez, which is great. It's actually, my Gorotez is a little bit big for it. I could probably actually cut this down. I made this for a different bow. So, I'm not the world's greatest archer, I do this for fun. So my grouping is going to be awful. I'm at about 11 metres away. That's close enough, far enough away from me today. So, my Gorotez there, I'll warm it up a little bit. Like I said, I probably won't be taking this to full draw today. I'll start with the, wait for that car to go past. I probably won't be taking this to full draw, we'll see how we go. I'll start with the lighter arrows. And I'm throwing arrows all over the place. Okay, we'll try the heavier. These are 555 grain. Actually, I think the 555 fly better. Oop. Okay, so that I have actually used this. I did the second day it arrived. I did bring it down. I have actually used it before. There's no hand shock. This thing is so smooth.